Okay, so showed you in pictures how to cut an onion, but I think it's a lot easier to actually explain it in person. There's just some subtlety to it that just doesn't come through with the photos. So what I'd like to do is just show you real quick. You can see the onion's already got nice bands on it. I did leave the root intact. You have both ends. You have the bulb end. This is the part that'll come out of the ground. Then you have the root end, which oddly, like it says, does the roots. You leave the root on, and when you see me cut this, you're actually going to see that I will leave the last little bit here, because we kind of lose the flavor party at about ½ an inch before that. So it really doesn't matter whether we cut it off before or after. But until then, it kind of holds our bulb together nice and neat. Alright? Alright, so let's cut our onion. What we're going to do is we're going to make a bunch of cuts, and we're going to come in on an angle in a starburst pattern. What that's going to do is it's going to make this very easy to cut. And it goes like this. I start from this end. Careful not to go all the way through, because I want to save the root end of the veg, remember? Because that's going to hold this together. And as I go around, you can see here, I'm turning my knife as I go. Alright? And what that does is gives me a nice starburst pattern. Now when I come across here, I'm going to cut it, and you can see it just falls into perfect pieces, all that size. Now the method I was shown, and I was tested on once, as you saw I alluded to, was the other method that involves another set of cuts in a horizontal direction. Not a fan of this, but if you need a really fine cut, this works well. Why I'm not a fan is it really kind of, I think it puts you at risk for cutting yourself. If we take the knife, and you can see here I hold my hand flat as I'm doing this, and I just go into the onion, again, careful not to cut all the way through. Alright, and I'm going to do that about 3 or 4 times. Okay. Alright, now you can see my onion still holds together by the bulb. My cuts went almost all the way through. Now what I do is I'm going to come down straight, not on an angle like I did previously. You can see it already, it's a little difficult to cut here. Alright, and I'm just going to come all the way to the back. Now, when I come across, you'll see I get the same dice. Okay? Which is great. But I challenge you, which one looks better? I don't really see a difference, and this one saves me the risking my hand, and it also, I think, makes a much quicker and cleaner cut. I can cut these onions very quick before I even notice that they're trying to make me tear up. So that's how you cut an onion in video form. Hope that's helpful.